Hi, welcome. This is gonna be a first. I assume if you watched the previous video, you saw that last time it was Minecraft. This time it looks different. This is Vintage Story, and it's a pretty much Minecraft mod which turned into its own game. So I do hope you enjoy. I will maybe, probably, I don't know, have a series of this. I will see. Anyways, that was Dachan, and do enjoy the video. Hello. Okay. So this is it, I guess. Beginning of a new series, as I probably, I think, said in the intro. So yeah, we're gonna just quickly fiddle with this stuff. Sure. Yeah, that works. Class. We'll just go with a commoner. Yeah. They're the okay. Oh shit, great. Sandstone. Fuck. A tree. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God damn it. Oh, what's your name, sir? Oliver. Absolute trash, okay. Ooh. Cloth. Okay, so my spawn is quite short. I have a bear right next to my dumbass. Horse. I'm gonna fuck with horse. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I'm not expecting to be that close. Okay. This. Having this thing right next to my spawn is great. Flint. Because this is like. This is a modded playthrough, by the way, just to clear that up for any of you that might be interested. This stuff is not vanilla. Yoink. So, this is from the Better Ruins mod. It's a pretty cool little mod. I wish I could yoink his pendant, but it's sadly not possible. Okay, I'm gonna make a flint spear. Because despite having a sword, a spear has bleed damage. And I like me have some bleed damage. And an axe. I should probably made a knife instead, but it's fine. I'll get this stuff later. Okay. No, I'm gonna leave this oak tree. I do not have an axe wheel to knock that thing down. Okay. So that way is a bear, so we don't go that way. The set. Peek, bro. Okay. This is quite a bad coincidence, because like Treasure Hunter is good. He's needed for a lot of stuff. However, the quickness of me finding him is not good. Cause like, okay, you're getting a blue arrow. Treasure hunter. Okay. So I am by no means good at this game, so do expect a lot of fumbling around like a moron. Okay. Nice. Snipe that bitch. Oh god. Hey. Fuck you. Oh shit. No! God damn it, where's my spear? It's coming. Yeah. Here it is. Okay, so hunting in this game is a lot more dangerous, as you've probably seen when I find it to pick up the Guardian Seashell. The creatures will fight back, so killing them is a challenge. Okay, what don't I need? What don't I need? I don't need hide actually. I mean, it is useful, but until I can find some cat dinosaurs. So yes, if you saw, for those of you that don't know what this game is about, you don't have inventory. I need to find cattails, a lot of them, to make us have some inventory space. Yippee! So that makes you see dog, I guess you could say. Seeds to drop, because this, surprisingly enough, seeds are quite important. Ooh. These mushrooms. So this game does have a fucking seasons, so you do need to collect a lot of food if you starve during winter, because, well, here say there is no, like, the food is not abundant during winter as it is during summer, so collecting more food, seeds and all that would be good stuff. Plus, beds are only used to skip the night. They don't work as spawn points in this game. Wheel, the cog, which you probably saw, or if you haven't, you'll see it more often. You need to roll back the clip. Is there anything? I don't think there is. Yeah, no, okay. So the cog will spin either left or right. If it spins right, that's good. because it's temporally stabilized. If it's spinning left, however, that's your sign to move. You have to set up your base, because that area is temporally unstable and it will bring your sound levels, and your sound starts to low, you will pass over into the restaurant, and monsters that definitely belong in hell will begin summoning. What up? Okay. Now let's finish that question. So yeah, you do need to keep an eye on the cloud. Also, there is this menu. You need to keep watch of your nutrition, and this tells you the environment. Like today, the temperature, rainfall, and rift activity, which is quite important if you want to go mining. The lower the rift activity, the better. Okay. Higher rift activity means a lot of monsters. Lower rift activity means not as many monsters. There will still, of course, be the creatures of the night that lurk around in depths. However, they won't be as bountiful. Okay. Well, I might never do. Okay, we have a lore book, which once we set up base, we will read that, but for now, I'll just keep on running. That's black hole. Or brown hole. 18, that's quite good. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna mark that. You will see the minimap is quite useful in this game, and you will, if you do end up playing, you will have a lot to pretty sure. No, it's complicated. Another thing about this game compared to Minecraft, for example, if you ever need any assistance, you just press on your keyboard and you get to survive ahead. It has absolutely everything. Every recipe, every guide, chisel, starter, progression, crafting, snapping, teleporting, all the good stuff. So that's a useful mechanic, I think, to have, because, well, you don't need to constantly go off tab into the wiki to check something. You can just press H, and well, you can also pause the game with that menu. So there's more brown here in quartz bits, because there's quartz there. Okay. My okay, ooh, okay, give me that. Having brown copper on this, brown copper, coal, brown coal on the surface is useful because you need a insanely high temperature to smelt the copper bits into copper, like the most copper, to be able to that's a fox, to make copper tools and stuff. Okay, so fire pit like this will not light the blocks around it. However, a pit kiln, which there we go. However, a pit kiln, which is used to fire clay, will in fact light surrounding blocks on fire. Also, one more thing to mention, I am playing with Grace Period. There's a lot of people which are like, oh, these settings are the best, these are the... I say, put the settings however you like them. If you want a easier experience, lower food spoilage, hunger rate, health amount, all that good stuff. Keep inventory, you can turn that thing on. If you want a hardcore, you have presets. You can also put to have a limited amount of lives or just one life. That's up to you. You can change absolutely everything, from the amount of copper bits you find on the ground to how long seasons last, to how cold it is. So you can always play around with the settings. That's snow on the map. This is also a setting you can turn on, a color accurate map. I use it because it makes it a bit easier to traverse than just a regular black and white map. But if you want a more vintagey, I guess, experience, you can. This is also a mod, the footsteps. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of mods, but they're not like huge content mods. They're mostly quality of life, such as QP's chisel tools. Better ruins are content mod actually. But the footsteps, there is bleed, which makes it so hitting animals with, as you saw, a spear or a bow and arrow. If you have that unlocked. Okay, there's something, so let's get up. That stuff will also present, if I do say so. I can kill that thing, come here. Oh shit. Okay, don't take so. Come on, damn you. There. Okay. Let me read you a story, shall I? Never go into the cave, never go under the ground. Haven't you heard the stories of blind Bat Richard? He was a young boy, just like you. a lot curious, rambunctious, and ready for adventure. Some say he was born in wild villages around. Well, there weren't much to do in the fields for a boy like that. He couldn't be bothered with tilling the soil or gathering wheat. One year, as it come to be harvest season, he decided to slip away while everyone else was working. He knew his father would be furious, but Chip was a greedy boy and he wanted his adventure. After a long day of this, through the heart of heath and forest, young Richard had found a great deal of fun, and now the wrath of his father was clear in his mind. He was terrified of going home, so he decided he would stay out for the night and give his father time to calm down and worry about him. He wasn't very bright, but he wasn't very stupid either. He at least knew better than to be caught roaming around at night. But by the time the sun was almost gone, he had stumbled upon a deep, well-hidden cave and decided he would pass the night there. I hope you enjoyed the story. You can find more books like that all around the game, so yeah. They have all sorts of things, from stories to, well, actual lore about what the hell happened in this world. It is quite fun. I would recommend checking out the fantasy series people have made on the topic. I won't go into that because I myself have no problem. The story is complex and I am too dumb to understand what the. Well, blood ore is always good to have, I guess. It might give me lead poisoning, but it's fine. It is used for yeah, makes sense. Oh great, I can hear wolves around. Well, I mean, we do have the option of just skedaddling. Actually, no, we don't. The fridge don't have a bed. Some creature of the night. Is it this? Yes. It's 8 o'clock. It's 2. It's 3 degrees. In the morning, we will go and collect clay to make ourselves a few clay things, such as clay cooking pot and other stuff. My brain's not okay. Crucible, bowls, and the third actually right here. We need a shovel. Okay, so the clay was this one. Yeah, here it is. We go here. You need a lot of clay throughout the playthrough because a lot of stuff is going to be firstly clay molded, then fire equipment, and then you can use it for whatever it costs. 60 should be enough for now. Look right here is that's because you need a pit kiln. Yes. If you can, dig out the area and make it all into either packed dirt or compressed dirt, because those two don't grow grass on them. I don't know why I decided to do that, but I'm doing it now, I guess. So I place everything in. I even said I want to make a crucible, but I did not. I don't know why. Okay, now you do need a lot, I mean a lot of grass and sticks. No more grass. And I really that I need to use fire. I will need more grass because in the kitchen, depending on what you use as the surface burning material, with different amounts of time. So heat is the quickest thing, 16 hours. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time still, compared to the 20 hours of the god damn it firewood. Oh, also to mention, it's in-game hours, not IRL hours. I also thought it was myself IRL hours, that's fine, but it's not. One positive plus sleeping does progress time similar to arcs or so when you are kind of diving like sleeping progresses further. This is a good game to give a shot, although it is seems to be quite pricey. 20 bucks, and religious Steam, on Steam, so that might also turn you away, but I honestly think the game is worth the risk if you like the more challenges. I know what college is everyone's cup of tea, but I like them myself, so they give me a higher sense of accomplishment. that's your main focus. I always focus mostly on survival aspects than the story, because story games are fun, but there's something more fun about creating a home for your character. A beautiful home. No, just because I said I like creating beautiful homes does not mean I'm good at building. I'm quite bad, actually. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I might have... Headshot. Dead. Haha, fuck you. Yes, I knew there is people here. You know what? We just need... Why is it giving just one people? So it takes 4 pieces per Bitcoin. So I need 16. 75. No, let's skin the room. The bushmeat is not of much use. However, the hide is quite useful because you can use it to make yourself winter clothing, which is really useful in the long run, as it prevents you from freezing to death. There's a lack of blue rings around, so I'm assuming in this pond. No. Okay, fires in this game are quite ruthless, to say the least. Okay. Everything's cooking. Servings are hefty when it's due. Perfect. That's cooking. calories, situation will probably max out. And meals such as this stop your hunger craving for a bit. I really find food still part of eating, so make healing items. I'm more supposed to get them with this. Hi, welcome. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologize, it was such a humongous YARP session. It was not planned to the original plan of the video was to explain the premise of the game and all that stuff. I do hope you enjoyed. The future videos coming in this series probably will not be as much of a yapatron as this one was. I do apologize for that. So yeah, do in fact take care, and I will see you next time.